Hey guys, how are you? How are you all doing today? I'm out here, and I found out about the California fires and everything. And it has like the air has like a kind of thick, smoky, um, kind of fairly thick, smoky like look to it. And it's I hope it's not going to get any worse than what it is. Also, I haven't been doing videos in about a month because I've been busy with some personal things and just getting everything together. So I really didn't have a lot of time to make videos, and plus I didn't some topics were interesting to talk about, but I wanted to give it a break as well. But I came here with some bad news, and I'm pretty sure the comic book world knows about it, and every diehard Marvel fan is going to have a very sad day of mourning because Stan Lee has just passed away at 95. I I loved Stan Lee. I grew up on Stan Lee's work. I'm a diehard Marvel Comics fan. I got introduced. Well, I originally got introduced to Marvel Comics by watching Spider-Man, and from the Electric Company. And from that day forward, I've been wanting to get some Spider-Man comics. I really loved Spider-Man when I saw Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, and Stan Lee did the narration for that. He also did the narration for the Incredible Hulk series, which I love too. And from that moment, I wanted to know who Stan Lee was, and I started getting some comics. I started like reading stuff. I picked up like a hardback comic from my elementary school library back in the early '80s, and I fell in love with all of it. But still, I mean, I heard a lot about Stan Lee, but I never saw him. But long story short, I wanted to meet Stan Lee. I finally got the chance to meet him, not once but twice, and and Stan, was a really cool guy. He was a really great guy. I loved meeting him. I kind of met Stan through there was an autograph signing and everything, and I had a book for him to sign, but I didn't know about the hidden fees or hidden fine print or whatever about having a book signed. And when I had to leave the line, funny thing was when I was asked to leave the line by the people who conducted the convention and everything, who set up the arrangement. Funny thing was, I couldn't leave without passing by Stan Lee. And what I did was I took a chance and I shook Stan Lee's hand and I talked to him and I thanked him for all the characters, especially Black Panther. I told him I would see him, and he said thank you. And I told him I hope I see him again real soon. And he said without a shadow of a doubt, we will see each other again. And come to find out, like several years later, I did see him again, and he was just as cool as he ever was. And I finally had a book for him to sign, and no one kicked me out on the line. Now, Stan Lee was awesome, but I don't know about what other people may have thought about him. How, they may have had negative things to say or whatever. Me personally, I don't really care, because the times when I've met Stan Lee, he was a super nice guy. He was a great guy, and he really helped me out a lot in some personal ways. He helped me out. Actually, with all due honesty, I didn't start reading. Reading was fun to me thanks to Stan Lee. Reading was fun. With all the Marvel comics and everything, they were fun. So I have to thank him big time for that. So regardless of what anybody thinks or says, I was happy to meet Stan, and I'm really sorry to hear that he passed away. I hate it. I wish he could have lived longer, lived a longer life, but it's sad. But I will say, rest in power, Stan. I really loved your work. and you will always be remembered, and you know, you will always be remembered by me, and you will always get a big thank you from me. Thank you so much.